Hey guys, Bree here. So it is Lots of Love Wednesday, and usually our cutouts for Wednesday have been Snoopy related, Peanuts related lately. So check it out. See, it's just the house this time because we have some fun stuff. And here I have our Charlie Brown. I have our Snoopy. And you guys, I have a little bit of acrylic this week, okay? So stay tuned, watch till the end so you can see how you can make all of this stuff. At any time, feel free to comment HUGGER, HUGGER, and I will send the info and a link to your messenger, okay? So let me get this pulled up real quick and we will get started. Reminder that if you purchase this week's Lots of Love cutouts, you will be entered to play Plinko with us on Saturday. So Saturday I do have my craft box Zoom at 10 a.m. So we're going to move it up to 9 a.m. for Plinko. Okay, so 9 a.m. Central for Plinko this Saturday. If you grab the cutouts, okay? All right. Let's make sure everything works and we're on. Okay, I sent it over. All right, looks like it works. We are good to go. All right, y'all, let's get started, okay? So I am definitely going to color. Oh, first of all, I wanted to show you guys, there is, and you will see a little bit of a difference in our cutouts, our wood cutouts. So we found a local supplier, which helps out a ton, but this last round of MDF that came in, it is a little bit darker than our normal wood. So just a heads up, it's okay if it's different colors, you're still going to be painting it. But just a heads up, so that way you're like, what is this? I wanted to let you know there is different colors. Who knew? I didn't. Found that out. Okay, so this piece has this part that has the bottom. We don't actually need to paint this part. This part does not need to be painted, so I'm going to set that aside. We're just going to use it to glue. All right, this we are going to paint. The bottom, we'll do that green so it looks like grass, and then here is just the house itself. So we're gonna go ahead and do this one. I'm gonna go ahead and paint this one. Let's do cherry, and then let's get ourselves a paintbrush real quick, y'all. So this one is gonna be so cool. I haven't actually tested it, so I hope it really works. I did test glue one together, but I didn't actually like do the whole thing. So I'm excited to see, just like you guys, how it is all going to come together. And we're gonna have a whole line of this stuff coming soon. These huggers, as you will. I am just trying to put my little twist on them. Some of them I probably won't change, but others I am definitely trying to make some cool ones. So that way, you know, you can't really get these anywhere else. So that's exciting. That's what I want to make. I want to make things that you can use with chalk and like some fun little designs, some fun little projects to do, right? Think outside the box. Okay, so we've got our cherry colored here, okay? Second surgery tomorrow. I'm so sorry, I didn't even get to message you today. I wanted to check in on you. We've had a lot going on over here too. Unspoken prayers would be great. I don't want to give too much info, but unspoken prayers would be great until we get some clarification back. hopefully in the next couple of days. But that has been on my mind. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and paint the clouds white. So I do have some clouds. Oh, you know what? I'm not going to put the clouds on this one. I forgot. Am I going to put the clouds on here or no? I don't think so. No, I'm not going to put the clouds on here. So you'll see it in the picture. I'm not actually going to put it in there. I totally forgot to take that out because I changed it over to acrylic. Oh yeah, you have to do the skin graft on the knee. Oh my goodness. Sending you prayers too, Sonia, okay? All right, let's go ahead and color the base here. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to use a little bit of water. Oh wait, no, I got some water on my paintbrush, so I'm hoping that's gonna be enough for it. Let's go ahead and paint the bottom here. And let's see. And then Grayson has a big old knot on his head. I don't know what happened today, but he ended up with a knot. We don't know how he got it, because he didn't really cry. Who knows? But it looks like it's going down. It did swell up a little bit, so that's good. While I'm laying in the hospital bed. Yay. Alright, I'm going to take out the black and the white. We for sure need those. I'm going to go ahead and paint Snoopy white real quick. So we painted, remember, we painted the one with the straight across on the house. And then we painted the bottom green. And then we're going to paint Snoopy here in white. Okay, he is a tough little one, I know. But man, it was not. It was a big old knot. Okay, so I have two little huggers, if you will, for this project, that just so you have them to change out, right? That's the whole point, is you want to be able to change them out. They're super cute. And this particular one is with his house, right? Okay, I'm also gonna go ahead and paint, I think I'm gonna go ahead and paint Charlie Brown over here. I'm gonna paint it all in white. And then I'll come back and color him in before we go through with the black outline on it. Okay, so I'll color that. I'll see if I can go ahead and color this bottom part too in white. Let's see. The Good Grief down here, I have it to where it is engraved on the grief part. So hoping I don't get too much paint in there. Maybe if I leave it like that, it'll be okay. And, all right. Done there. I am going to add a little bit of the black for the word good on this one. Okay, so that way it says Good Grief. And we're just going to color that in with black. Okay, so again, I have our Charlie Brown with the Good Grief. I have our Snoopy painted, I have our house painted, and I have the bottom. So I have a piece of acrylic here. Now the acrylic does look like wood when you get it. You just need to peel off this masking tape, okay? And one set of the characters. Terry, I have not been online today much. I've had some other stuff going on with some family, so I will do my best to get to it tomorrow. Let's see, my mom used to keep half dollars in the freezer. Oh, so when you got a knot on your head, you put it on there. Oh, I peeled off the other side. I did not mean to. So let's see. I'm gonna put it on here so I don't mess it up anymore. I don't want it to get scratched, okay? So I'm gonna set it on there. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna take the Puppy Love transfer. Now, I don't know where in the world, does anybody know where I put my Puppy Love transfer? I don't know. So I'm just gonna have to open up another one. Luckily, I have 2 of each. It just disappeared on me. I have no idea what happened. No idea what happened. Oh, thank you for sprinkling. Oh, Anna, thank you so much for the stars. I appreciate it. Okay, so we're just going to use the clouds, okay, for the acrylic. So, here we go. I'm going to set the clouds on here. I'm going to kind of see where the top is at. And I'm going to put it as close to the top as possible. Okay, and I'm just going to do the black on the clouds, and we're going to paint the back side of them white. Okay, so now that we did that, we're going to pull this up. All right, you can't see it because it's clear. Let me spray this. All right, so see how high up it is? Okay, you want it as close up there as possible. Okay, so I'm gonna set that aside to dry just for a little bit. Let's get our house here. Okay, we've got Snoopy. I'm actually gonna go ahead and do Snoopy first, but let's wax Snoopy and the house so that way we don't mess up our paint job here, so it doesn't scratch it up. And then on the house, we're gonna have to do a little bit of tweaking. Okay, we're gonna have to do a little bit of tweaking. We're gonna do our best. All right, so here we go. We're going to line up our Snoopy. Okay. Once it's all lined up, I'm actually going to move it off of my towel because I am probably going to get it underneath a little bit. All right, so we're just going over Snoopy. We're trying to get the outline here, and I will go ahead and wash this transfer off before we use it on the house. It would just make things a whole lot easier. You know, I usually try to do it without washing it, but we're just gonna wash it. Okay, let's take that off. Look how good that looks. I just love how it comes together, right? Okay, here we go. Y'all, hit that heart button if you love our little Peanuts collection. And let me know, do you have Snoopy, Puppy Love, and the minis? Do you have all 3 transfers? Or are you missing one? Let me know. If you really like this project here at the end, once I'm done, and you're missing one, let me know which one you're missing, because I may be able to just send you a separate invoice and add it in your box. right? To save you on shipping. And so you can do the project. All right, so I'm gonna clean off our transfers real quick. I am done with the Puppy Love one. But yeah, let me know, do you have all 3 of them? Or are you missing one of them, or 2 of them? Or all of them? I have the whole Peanuts collection. I have them all. I do. Oh, good. Good, 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 good. Okay. So, let's go ahead. We're going to put this on here. And I'm going to have to pull it up just a bit. We're going to kind of look and see. We're going to have to use our placement tape, okay, guys? Because we don't want to do Snoopy's ear, okay? We don't want that in here. And we want to get as close to a straight line as possible inside. Okay, so I'm going to get some placement tape here. Okay, hold on. Remember, this placement tape is really sticky, so I'm going to actually fuzz my placement tape too. Okay, I just fuzzed it. And I'm going to put a little piece there. All right, and I'm going to close off a little bit on the tops as well, because I don't really want it to go all the way on the top. Oh, I forgot to fuzz. Here we go. And then we're just going to have to fill in certain spots. Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna grab my mini squeegee here. Now this mini squeegee has been cut in half. So it's a little bit smaller, sometimes a little easier to use when we get into these small lines. All right, so again, I'm not gonna do Snoopy's ear. And I'm gonna have to finish drawing a line all the way across there once we're done. Okay. Let's take that off. Okay. I'm gonna dry it real quick, so that is what it looks like. So it's missing a few spots in there. Okay, and then we've got to do it again for the bottom part. So I'm just going to dry this real quick on the bottom. A mini squeegee, I know, right? I have the whole collection, just ordered 3 of them. Yay! Hi, Marcy. All right, so I am really just drawing right around that bottom area. And I'm gonna grab my transfer again. Okay, and I'm just gonna redo this bottom part. I'm gonna line it up. The best I can. I'm not even gonna worry about setting this all the way down. And I'm going to do this bottom line real quick. Okay. I'm going to do it one more time. Okay. I'm going to tap it down. I am just looking at the sides. I'm trying to line up the sides of the house. And on the right side, it doesn't quite line up exactly, so I just do the best I can. If it's gonna be a little off, it's really not, you know, it's not a huge deal, you guys. It will be okay. And I may try and do a connection just right in here. Okay. I think that's fine. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and wash the transfer. I'm gonna go ahead and spray it. And I'll show you guys what I've done so far. Okay. I got a little bit of black paint on there, so I'm just trying to wipe it off a little bit. Okay, so here is my house. I can just take one of my markers real quick and do it up at the top. Hi Lynn, thank you so much for the stars. Let's just get, I'm just gonna take a black marker real quick. And I just connected the top, just to the very, very top. It doesn't really match. It probably will honestly be covered. So you could probably just leave it. But I kind of thought we need to close it, to close the gap, because it bugged me. So let me show you what it looks like. I closed the gap up at the top. Okay. Excuse me. Oh, the last thing I need to do is paint Charlie Brown. I did forget that one. What color am I getting? Yellow and brown for his shoes. Is that it? I think that's it. We'll just set that there. Okay. Brown for his shoes. Yellow socks. Oh, his skin color. Okay, remember I told you guys I was gonna go with that lighter color? Let's see if I remember what it was. Something about 900. Yep. Okay. I'm just gonna color in over the white. And maybe I should have just gone back with that other color that I originally had. Since I do have white on here. Like so it says it's painted in white, but oh well. All right, yellow shirt. And then we'll go ahead and outline him. And then we are gonna glue it all together so you can see what in the world I'm doing. All right, done. So I'm gonna pop that out. I'll pop out these little square. Yours may come in this, it may come already popped out. I'm not 100% sure which way it will come, but this is something I was working on a while back and then just held on to it until now. So I need to pop out the center pieces. Where is my tool? My X-Acto knife. So I'm just gonna pop out the center of the O's there. All right, so that is ready. Let's go ahead. We're gonna wax this. Are you guys excited to see? Are you excited to see how this works? Okay, oh, I forgot to color. We gotta paint in the back, okay? Let's not forget that. Okay, Charlie Brown, where are you? Here we go. I must be missing 2 of them. Oh, man. Oh, missing 2 of the transfer, so you need the Snoopy one. I think you have the minis. Is that the one that you have? Hi. Okay. Again, we are just lining up Charlie Brown, and we're just going to use the black paste here. You guys are gonna love it. I have so many other ideas for this. I didn't have enough time to like create all of them. So we're gonna start with these 2. And just know there will be more to come later. I didn't line that up very well, by the way. Whoops. I think I need to get a new Charlie Brown. It's kind of hard to see. Oopsies. But he still looks okay. Oop. You get really close up, then you see that I kind of missed his face a little bit. Ooh, that's okay. Sorry, Charlie. Here we go. Let's go ahead and clean off this to see what it's going to look like. I'm so excited. Okay, let's bring this one back over. We're going to paint our clouds in real quick, and then I will show you guys. Give me a good paintbrush. It's not a great one. Where is my cute little one? Is this it? No, that's not it either. We could use it. All right, so we could paint the clouds in. This is one reason I love acrylic, is because you can paint on the back and it doesn't matter. Like you don't have to go back over it. You just paint on the back and you are good. And even if it's not dark enough, just let it dry and then do a second coat. So we're probably gonna have to do a second coat, possibly. I mean, even one coat filled in does look pretty good. All right. Do. Okay. And last one over here. Y'all, I really hope you love these. Okay. I'm just gonna go back over that first one. That first one didn't have as much paint on it as the other 2 did. So I just went back over that real quick. All right, let's start gluing. Okay. I will most likely use stick fast glue, just because I need it to dry like that. Okay, I need it to dry fast in order to show you guys. I do wish I had some of my little bottles, but I don't have any. All right. We're not gonna glue our hands together, okay? I'm saying that right now. We're not gluing our hands together. This is such a ginormous bottle. All right, so I put a little bit of glue on the back, and I'm going to line this up. Don't put your glue too close to the edges, especially if you have a big item. And I want this all the way up at the top, okay? All right, that piece is good. Next. All right, that's not dry yet. Let me just let that sit and dry. Okay, here we go. I am going to keep my hands, again, far away. So on the Charlie Brown one, there's actually this little rectangle you'll see there. You're going to glue these pieces on there. Okay, so there's the first rectangle. You're actually going to glue all three. Just gonna let that sit a second. I got a little bit of glue down here. I'm gonna wipe it off and throw this napkin away. Almost glued the napkin to it. Look, I got some of the napkin on the bottom. That's fine. It'll be covered anyway. Not a big deal. Okay, so again, I do recommend if you're going to glue with super glue, you are extremely careful because some of these pieces are pretty tiny. Okay? I recommend using that little small part, okay? The big bottle, yeah, I'll put it in there. And you're loving it already. Okay, gosh darn it. We can do this. I'm just gonna glue kind of the middle two words, the two letters, and I'm just gonna drop that on top. And I'm just gonna leave it. Okay? I'm not gonna touch it. We're just gonna leave it. We're gonna let it dry. So now I'm gonna bring back over these. Okay. Same thing. We're gonna take these three rectangles and we're gonna glue them onto the base here. Okay. So see the acrylic, it has that bottom base. Now on the acrylic, I don't put any lines to show you where you're supposed to put it. You're just gonna kind of guesstimate. It's very close to the base of it. Okay. I didn't put it all the way on the very bottom base. Like, I'll show you. Hold on. All right, I don't know that you can even see, you can see it if I do the glare. It's not like flush across the bottom, but it's a little bit lower. It really doesn't matter. You could put it flush across the bottom if you want to. Okay? Oh yeah, I do have tweezers too, but I'm trying not to even like get close enough to have to touch them. I can drop them down like this and be okay. And then I just let it sit there and dry. I'm not gonna move it. Yeah, this is stick fast glue, but it sticks very fast, okay? It's dangerous. It is dangerous glue. That's what I will say. Okay, have that on there. That is drying. Let's bring back over this little guy. This little guy's name is Charlie Brown. All right, so I'm gonna drop again a little bit of glue on the top. Now I'm gonna take this piece right here. I'm gonna set it on the top. Where it's kind of under his shoes, you can still read it. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry. I'm gonna bring this back in and we're going to put Snoopy, same thing. We're gonna drop a little bit of glue here. And I'm gonna close up this glue. Put it back over there. And you're gonna put it down kind of as low as you can, where it's not gonna show through his belly. Okay? So, you can see where I glued him there. Okay, so we're gonna let those dry real quick. We're gonna clean our transfers up. And remember you guys, if you want the info for the projects today, just comment HUGGER, HUGGER, like you're a hugger. I think these are usually called like mug huggers, which I will show you. You could put it on that. And then I just made our custom one with the house, okay? But I've got some other fun things. If you won a prize, I think the giveaways that I sent, those of you guys who got giveaways, I think it was from last month, from May, you probably already got them. Not peanuts, but I'm gonna show you the ones that I did send and what you guys can expect here pretty soon. Okay, you need another Snoopy. All right, let's throw those away. Let's hang this back up. All right, Charlie Brown, you go there. And Snoopy goes back on here. All right. Okay, so those are all put back where they need to go. Let me grab my, where did Riley put it? She was playing with them because she was making some of her own. Oh, here it is. Okay. So some of you guys may have got something like this. So this is a little mug, cute little mug that I have. And these are the huggers that go on top. So now I will have our own little line of some Peanuts mug huggers, okay? Right? Same thing, idea with our Snoopy. Super cute, right? Okay, so these will be available here pretty soon. Not just yet, probably. I'll see if I'm able to do them next week, if not when I get back, because I am going out of town next week for ChalkCon. But I have made our own little house hugger where you could potentially put Charlie Brown on there, then he says, "Good grief." How cute is that? But what I'm most excited about, so I won't be able to open it till this weekend. Okay. This has my heart. How cool is that? Oops. How cool is that? so cute. If you don't want it to move as much, you could always take out one of those rectangular pieces, but it won't really lean. Like if you wanted to just to be on these, then you could take out that piece, okay? ChalkCon, I think is in like Kansas City, Missouri, or Missouri City, Kansas. I don't know which way that goes. I'm not sure. So these are supposed to be they're called mug huggers, okay? So you can set them on a mug. You can do like a little gift. Like I said, we're gonna have a lot more options. So it sits on that. So if you want it to go on something similar to like a mug or a plant, like a plant. Not necessarily this one, but you get the point. Okay, since this one's fake and it has like stuff in it right inside of there. Oops. Okay, so maybe not this one on the mug, but this one is great right here. But anywho, okay, so today's project, you guys, it comes with the house, okay? And it's gonna come with the acrylic piece as well as everything you need to make the Snoopy one. All right, you just need the transfers. Okay, the Snoopy in the house is everything, isn't it? And then I was like, I need to give them something to change it out with. So this is the option that I'm gonna go ahead and give to you guys since I already had it made. So hopefully you can expect, you know, a whole line of them to come out in the near future. You know, if I could extend it and next Wednesday I can have them all available for you, then I will. But if I don't have it by next Wednesday, it'll be when I get back, okay? Because I will be out of town. Okay? So, you guys, hit the heart button for me. I truly love this. And you guys want to know something? This was Robert's idea with the acrylic. I was testing it out, trying to figure out how I could get the clouds up at the top, but without it looking so funny. And I was like, well, if I do a square with the wood, I feel like that's gonna be too big and it's gonna look funny. He was like, why don't you just use acrylic? I was like, why did I think of that? Oops, mine keeps coming out of the base. I've gotta adjust the slit size so it doesn't pop out like that. But in the event that it does pop out on you, just glue it in there and it should be good. Okay? Thank you. Yay! All right, you guys. Well, that is going to be it for tonight. Reminder, if you grab this kit or this project, remember it's going to come with all three of these, okay? So it's going to come with the Charlie Brown, it's going to come with the Snoopy and the house. It's all of them together. And if you get it between, today is Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, Saturday morning, you guys, we're going to play Plinko. We won't be able to play Plinko the next week because, like I said, I'm going to be out of town. So I may just have to skip Lots of Love Wednesday next week unless I can manage to do it on, like, Sunday or something. I might have to change up the dates. But 9 a.m. on Saturday, okay, because I do have the craft box. I do have my craft box craft session on Saturday at 10 a.m. Okay, so if you have a craft box, hopefully you are getting them in the mail or have already gotten them. You're going to be making this cuteness, okay? So I've already got my stars on it, and then you can do whatever else you're wanting with it next. Hopefully I'll be doing next month's box with you while you guys are doing this craft, or at least show you guys what next month's box is. I may do a few more banners on Saturday and then just show you guys next month's box. Oh no, Terry, I'm so sorry. Thank you. Yay. Okay. Comment Hugger, Hugger, and I will send you the link. Make sure to check your messenger and grab them. Okay. I think that's it. I think that's all I got for you. Okay, guys. Have a great rest of your evening, and thanks so much for hanging out. I sure do appreciate you guys. Y'all take care. Okay? Bye, y'all.